both written and verbal. I promise you this, if you start a YouTube channel and you commit to posting content, and you commit to writing the best titles you can and learning the best practices about YouTube, learning how the internet works, search engine optimization, you're gonna be learning writing scripts, you're gonna be learning written and verbal communication skills just because of putting yourself out there on YouTube, just the challenge of doing it. Even if you feel awkward, you don't like how you sound, and you're self-critical, every video you upload is an opportunity to get better at critical skills. Warren Buffett also said, if you can't communicate and talk to other people and get your ideas across, you're giving up your potential. And there's a lot of people who could get a lot better at this. Your ability to express yourself in relationships, your ability to communicate in meetings as stakes grow higher if you get elevated and go to the next level in your career. The ability to communicate your ideas, structure how you communicate. Creating YouTube content forces you to learn that stuff. It pushes you to articulate your thoughts and your ideas effectively, both in writing and in camera. And even if, you start, like we all do, with your first videos or your worst videos, and you're not good at the start, it's just about getting 1% better. And where could you be if you started YouTube today? If you started posting content this year, where could you be in a couple years in regards to critical skills? Where could you be in the future in regards to your abilities? I started video for my local church, and this was an hour north of Seattle in a town called Marysville, Washington. And I started volunteering at a youth ministry that had under 10 kids in it. And the youth pastor actually handed me a video camera in Adobe Premiere, and that's when I started video, even before YouTube started. In 2007, I started a YouTube channel for the church and started to upload some of the videos and recaps of mission strips and stuff on YouTube. And I can share from my own experience that I was transformed as a result. It just forced me to learn so many diverse skills by being immersed in creating video and structuring it and editing it and posting it. And I learned a lot as a result. Well, what happened was a few years later, I ended up having an opportunity to move to Las Vegas to get a better salary. In fact, I was paid quarter time and waiting tables while I was working at that church, barely working as far as paid. I needed multiple streams of income to survive. Eventually, I got a proper job with a proper salary in healthcare and got basically promoted to a very influential church with a TV show. And I was doing all kinds of stuff on social media with a pretty well-known pastor, all this different stuff. All because I started a YouTube channel, honestly. All because I started doing video. And it forced me to skill up. And my preparation for that next season of my life was because of accelerating my personal growth by committing to learn new skills. And I wrote down 10 skills you develop by doing YouTube. Remember, if you start a YouTube channel and even if you don't get views, these are all things that will make you more valuable. Warren Buffett says at least 50% more valuable than you are now if you learn these things. So here you are, 10 skills you develop by committing to YouTube. Number 1, video production, framing, composition, lighting, sound, camera operation, basic editing, storytelling, narrative structures, pacing, engagement, visual storytelling, script writing, communication, how to speak clearly, vocal delivery, tone and pacing, body language, expressions. Number 4, teaching, instruction. If applicable, if you have an educational channel where you're sharing some information, how do you explain concepts clearly? What about visual demonstrations? What about creating engaging tutorials, simplifying complex information? Number 5, writing, script writing, video descriptions, social media posts, promote your content. Number 6, technical skills, video editing software, YouTube channel optimization, all the back end of YouTube, graphics and thumbnail creation, live streaming software. Number 7, marketing and promotion, social media marketing, SEO, community building, content strategy. Number 8, organization and time management, planning and scheduling, meeting deadlines, managing multiple tasks, staying consistent. Number 9, self-discipline and resilience, overcoming procrastination, dealing with criticism, bouncing back from setbacks. Number 10, personal growth, increase confidence, improve communication, enhance creativity, and greater self-awareness. Now, I might have just talked you out of starting a YouTube channel. You might be like, that list, that seems like a lot. And I was already overwhelmed. Now I'm super overwhelmed. But let me encourage you, commit to the journey. Commit to growth. Commit to just learning and take the pressure off. Like, why not start a YouTube channel, even if nobody watches, to just learn, grow, express yourself, learn new things, one thing at a time. Because, again, especially if you want more of this kind of information, you can subscribe to our Think Media channel and podcast channel. It will help you on the journey. It will help you monetize. It will help you do all that kind of stuff. But, like, what are the other paths your life might take? What if you end up not doing YouTube even a few years later? What you learned is not lost. What if you start a YouTube channel and nobody really watches, but you get some views and you have some breakout videos and you grow a little bit? Here's the greater opportunity. You grow. You change. You become someone who learns new things, challenges yourself, and as a result, who knows what kind of future opportunities will come on the other side of you learning valuable skills. Number 4, build valuable relationships. Committing to creating content on YouTube helps you turn viewers into friends, friends into collaborators, and it helps you unlock opportunities through unexpected connections. So YouTube is kind of like your virtual campfire. You know, we're in the Wild West. Everyone's separated, you know, wandering through the very valleys of Red Dead Redemption 2. And you decide to start a YouTube channel and to start posting videos. It's like scraping 2 sticks together and starting a fire. And the fire is small at the start, but you're sitting down and you're saying, this is where I'm at. You know, here's my thoughts, my ideas, my creativity. This is the YouTube channel topic. I want to talk about this passion. I want to talk about this thing. And every time you post a video, you're like putting another log on the fire. And the fire gets a little bit bigger and the fire gets a little bit bigger. Now, maybe you don't go viral, but another wandering traveler looks over and sees, man, it's kind of cold out. It's getting dark. That person's got a fire going. Let me go sit down and check out what they're doing, right? And so now you made a friend. You start to talk around the fire. Oh, you're into Settlers of Catan too? Oh, you're into the Wu-Tang Clan? Oh, you're a Bible nerd? Oh, and you start gathering people around your campfire. What's so cool about YouTube is it's a chance to connect with like-minded people. It'll help you find your tribe, if you will, even if they're scattered around the globe. You can build a community with those who have shared interests, like-minded people. It helps people get to know who you are too, and they might be like, man, I watched a couple of your videos and I highly dislike you. Which, by the way, like, well, that sucks. I want to be liked by everybody. Well, that's just not life or reality. But what's cool is it's like people can kind of self-filter. They can be like, that's not, your channel's not for me. Your vibe is not for me. I don't like your style. I don't really connect with you. Cool. But it gives you the opportunity for someone who's like, I've seen some of your stuff. I like your stuff. Man, I like how you think. I'm into the same kind of thing. Oh, you collect Funko Pops and you're into, you know, comic and pop culture. Let's connect. Like, I love your stuff. And then maybe follow on social media. Again, you might not grow a massive following, but you can make some real friendships. I have. It's been wild how many in-person friendships and significant relationships in my life have happened just because I punched fear in the face and pressed record and started a YouTube channel. It's led to a lot of business opportunities, but it's also led to these tangible, real-life relationships to connect with people who get you, right? Because when you put yourself out there, your vibe, you just being yourself, express yourself authentically, you start to find your people. And friends can also then turn into collaborators. Like, there's something about you planting a seed today for the harvest that you want to reap in 5 to 10 years. Meaning you starting a YouTube channel today might lead to a friendship that becomes a collaborator, that becomes a business partner, that becomes a podcast co-host, that becomes something. Like, you don't know what's going to happen in 4 or 5 years, but if you do nothing, nothing will happen. But if you do something, something can happen. You start a channel. You don't know, you just like, man, maybe I'll just connect with I'm just gonna start a campfire. You know, and that's how Rome was built. Before Rome had all the roads and all the cities and all the areas of town and all the different, that's how every city is. Every city was built by a campfire at first. A couple people were like, hey, right now I'm filming near Seattle. At one point there was no Seattle, but some settlers came in, some people arrived. What do? Built a campfire, built a few huts around that, built a few more, started to gather and build a town, and then a city, and then a mega city, and so who knows what it's going to turn into, but it all starts with just posting your first video and then posting one video at a time to start connecting with other people. Number 5, Make a meaningful impact, even if it's only on one person. Starting a YouTube channel gives you the power to make a difference in someone's life, even if it's only one person who watches your videos. So what if you could change one person's life? What if you posting a video gave someone the courage to not give up and to fight another day? What if you sharing your story could give somebody the courage to leave a toxic relationship or make a meaningful move in their life that changes their future forever? Sounds kind of deep, but that's literally the power that we have with this incredible platform called YouTube. And why everybody's chasing viral, I think we sometimes underestimate the opportunity to make a difference in just one person's life. Like if you starting YouTube, by the way, with all the benefits we've already covered, but then as a result, some of your videos started to reach a few people. And videos reach people at different levels. Like some people click on it, they don't finish watching, and some people might be like, that was, gave me some things to think about. But you never know how your story, your experience, the hardships you've been through, the difficulties you've been through, the problems you've solved, the things you've overcame, the God-given gifts you have for being funny or sarcastic or bringing some comedic relief in a world where people need encouragement and to be able to relax a little bit every day, which is how much craziness there is in the world. So whether it's education or entertainment, YouTube gives you the opportunity to impact someone's life. And would it be worth it to you to just change one life? What if you could change 10 lives? Like, who could be waiting for you to show up and take your dreams seriously and to start posting videos? And would it be worth it, even if you didn't go viral or you never got monetized, but you were able to start a ripple effect of courage or change in the world? This ripple effect of courage is real. Brené Brown has done a lot of research on vulnerability, and she says that vulnerability is the birthplace of courage, connection, and creativity. It just shows how we need each other in this world. Like, there needs to be a ripple effect where, like, what you do and what I do and what we all do, it influences each other. There's an effect. And so if we want connection and we want more courage and we want more creativity, you have a contribution to make to that. Sometimes you can fall into the myth that your life is meaningless or that you don't have a purpose or a chance to make a difference. I think some people might overhype, like we're all going to be viral stars on the internet, but I think people underestimate the chance of starting a ripple effect of courage. You never know what posting a YouTube video could do, because courage is contagious. And sometimes you might be the inspiration for somebody else. It's like, man,